To your right used to be the site of Riverside Village, a plague-infested squatters' colony which housed the seedy underbelly of opium dens, brothels, and secret societies. Addicts, nations of that notorious village. No longer dangerous and seedy, but a delightful waterfront dining oasis. Look across the river and up to your left. See the lush green hill and the large tower overlooking Clarke Quay and the river? That is Fort Canning Hill, where Raffles built his own bungalow, Singapore's first government house. He also planted a spice garden, Singapore's first experimental botanic garden, to cultivate commercially imported spices. The hill was later used by the British as an arms store, barracks, and hospital, which probably led to its final name, Fort Canning. But way before the British arrived on our shores, Fort Canning was the place where ancient Malay royalty once lived and laid to rest. It was considered so sacred that it was known as Forbidden Hill. Served as Singapore's earliest secure jail. And during World War II, it's even believed to have been a torture chamber. With such a vivid history, it's certainly no wonder the building was named a National Monument in 1998.
They used to have tortures in there, so they might try to make it look a bit happy. Yeah, it's fine, so they put windows. Well, long ago it was, but now they're going to
three-quarters of Singapore's total shipping business. The sheltered riverbanks made excellent loading and unloading places. Back then, the whole river was chock-a-block with thousands of boats transporting a whole myriad of goods to be traded by the merchants who had set up shop in a row of buildings on the bank. Some of those goods included seafood, spices, and rubber. The precious cargo was shouldered across gangplanks like the belly of a calf. In Chinese culture, this majestic fish is an auspicious symbol of good fortune and a area into our current central business district. Where once boats lined the water's edge, today the banks serve both the 360-degree views and drink in Boat Quay's unique blend of traditional Asian values set against a modern and progressive backdrop. And delicious.
We should go there. I love this. What's the Fullerton Hotel?
Manufactured in Scotland, then shipped to Singapore later to be assembled. Unfortunately, the bridge was built too low, and boats had to wait for low tide before they could pass. So look out, don't forget to duck as we cruise under the bridge. Just kidding. Coming up on the other side of Capita Bridge, you'll see a group of little boys jumping into the river. Don't worry about jumping in to save them, and swim. Standing tall and majestic is the exclusive Fullerton Hotel with original occupants, the Chamber of Commerce offices, and the General Post Office, from which mail was transported along the main ramps. And even longer before that, it was occupied by Fort Fullerton, built to defend the town at the mouth of the Singapore River. This promontory to your right.
really far. Why don't you come here? Stick your knees up here. I will hold you. And just scare stuff as much. You're perfectly safe. Here, I'll hold you from under. Should you fine? Get both your knees up. Go, go. I got you.
Hey, what's that flower?
It's the Art Science Museum. I've been to it many times.
As promised, up next is Malayan Park, home of the original Malayan statue. To understand our unique national envelope with a lion head and fish body resting on a crest of waves, here's a quick history lesson. Singapore was originally known as the ancient city of Temasek, which means sea town in Javanese. But according to legend recorded in the Malay annals, Prince Sang Nila Utama renamed it Singapura, meaning the lion city in Sanskrit. More than the entire length of our island city. You'll also notice to your right two beautiful spiky domes unique only to the Esplanade Theatres of the Bay. Because of its resemblance to the king of fruits, it's been affectionately nicknamed the Durian. And no worries here, quite unlike its pungent namesake, the Esplanade Theatres of the Bay attracts hordes of hungry culture vultures eager to taste of its many blockbuster productions. As the region's premier performing arts and entertainment center, it boasts superb facilities, showcases world-famous musicals, and features popular homegrown events like the Mosaic Music Festival, and to lead you to unrivaled views of the city and bay.
So that's why. That's
You remember the story about the first
I think it's called Lion City. I think it's called
The green area to your right is the second. If you have the time, this park will take you on a pleasant, meandering walk through the park to other interesting national monuments. The bridge straight ahead of us is Anderson Bridge, named after Sir John Anderson, yet another governor of the Strait Settlement. As a gorgeous contrast to the skyscrapers that now mark the Singapore skyline, just look to the right and you'll see sitting grandly before us three beautifully preserved buildings that commemorate Queen Victoria, the Empress of India. The Victoria Theatre and highly by convict labor. Previously known as the Government Offices, the Empress Place building is now also a national monument and home to the Asian Civilizations Museum. The Asian Civilizations Museum is a treasure trove of history and over on the right bank, you may have noticed a fine fellow cast in blinding white plaster. Englishman Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles, the founder of modern Singapore. The statue marks the spot where Sir Raffles was thought to have first landed in Singapore in 1819. Back then, Singapore bird? Is it a plane? Is it a UFO? Don't worry, Irish architect George Drumgold Coleman for his invaluable contributions to Singapore's friendly electric bumboats, and hope you'll tell all your friends and family about this unique experience. We'd love to show them around too. So until next time, from all of us at Singapore River Cruise, we wish you a lovely and unforgettable stay in
That's why I just